Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am your science teacher and today in this class we will discuss the process of photosynthesis in detail. In the last class I have discussed what does that photosynthesis mean, what does process mean. In this class I will discuss the whole process in detail. In the last class, I have discussed what does that photosynthesis process mean. I will give you a quick recap and then later we will discuss the process in detail. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants make food for themselves. Now here the question arises how this process is going to happen and where this process takes place. Which part of a plant is responsible for it or which part of a plant is involved in it? The answer is the leaves are responsible for it. The process of photosynthesis take place in the leaves. Now, which organelle that is present in the leaf is responsible for it? Like all other living things, plants are made up of cells. If you remembered in the chapter number 1, we have discussed the cells in detail. The cells in the plant's leaves contain tiny disc-shaped organelle called chloroplast. In the first chapter, we have discussed that only plant cells having a chloroplast. That chloroplast is responsible for the process of photosynthesis. Chloroplast contain a very bright green chemical known which we called chlorophyll. That chlorophyll gives plants a green color. Each plant cell contains 50 chloroplasts. If you can see in that slide, in that diagram, the chloroplasts are arranged in a disc shape. The chloroplasts are here in the form of bundles. So each single cell of a plant having 50 chloroplasts. So now you can have an idea if a single cell contains a 50 chloroplasts, how many chloroplasts a whole leaf can have. I will give you a simple idea, an area of a leaf, that leaf which is a size of our little fingernail contains more than 10 millions of them. So it means there are a lot of chloroplasts present in single leaf. Chloroplast is also known as the food factory for the plant. Why? Because chloroplast is that area where photosynthesis process is going to take place, is going to happen. Now let's discuss how the process of photosynthesis is take place, how this process uses the raw material and how it's make its food. The whole process of photosynthesis is going to sum up in this equation, in this formula. Plants take up carbon dioxide from the air. It takes up water from the roots, from the soil, and it uses light energy from the sun to make its food in the form of glucose. If you see that C6H12O6 in the equation, that is the formula of glucose, and it also releases oxygen to the air. CO2 is the chemical formula of the carbon dioxide. H2O is the formula for the water. It uses light energy from the sun, and it makes glucose. Its chemical formula is C6H12O6 and it releases oxygen. Now how does that all these ingredients involve and how does chloroplast use it? For the process of photosynthesis, chloroplast needs all these three ingredients, that is carbon dioxide, water and the light. That sunlight shines on the leaf, the green chlorophyll absorbs that sunlight. Plants take up carbon dioxide through stomatas. Stomatas are the tiny holes present on the surface of the leaf. That stomatas are responsible for the exchange of the gases. Which gases? Carbon dioxide and oxygen. Most of the plants take up water through the roots and carry it along tubes in the stem to their leaves. When all these three raw materials are present, in their place, then this chemical reaction going to take place inside the chloroplast. Which chemical reaction? That carbon dioxide, water and sunlight, these three are going to react and make a food in the form of glucose and releases oxygen for us. The glucose then, when that glucose is made, is going to be transported to all parts of the plant where it need, and it gives the energy to the plant. That is all about the process of photosynthesis. I will give you a quick recap of it. Photosynthesis is a process by which plants make its food by themselves. Photosynthesis is going to take place in the leaves. It's going to happen in the chloroplast. Chloroplast is responsible for it. Water, carbon dioxide and sunlight are the raw material for the photosynthesis, and it makes glucose and releases oxygen. That is all about the process of photosynthesis. Hopefully it is clear to you now. In the next class,